you got a slight limp too.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're down here at the pen. Every Cowboy Church tries to have an arena because it gives opportunity for the guys that come to our church to really get involved and do what they love to do. I think everybody knows rodeos or watches rodeos on TV or PBR bull ridings, and these bucking chutes. We're probably one of the few churches that actually have bucking chutes at the church because everybody's just scared of lawsuits and everybody is so lawsuit happy that if somebody gets hurt or killed, they want to get sued over it. But you know what our mentality and our motto is right here: if we ain't getting the glory, we ain't taking the blame. So if something happens bad, blame it on God. Don't take it up with me. So we put in bucking chutes because we really want to reach everybody that we can. This pen's a jam-up, nice pen. It's big enough you can do just about anything from barrel racing to ranch rodeos. We can have a full-blown PRCA rodeo right here if we wanted to. One of our hopes is to host and to do like high school rodeos and stuff with the youth and youth rodeos. But the reason you have a rodeo pen at Cowboy Church is because that is our culture. Cowboy deal, he ain't a whole lot on showing off or showing himself off, but boy, if he's got a good horse or a good dog in a mind, he likes for you to notice it, see. If he got a good horse, he wants to show him off. He wants to bring him somewhere where people can watch him. He wants to rope. If he's got a good roping skill, he's developed a good roping hand, he don't mind getting an opportunity to stretch something out and run at it and rope it. He don't brag on himself so much by words, but he likes to do it by actions. If he can really ride a good bucking horse, rather than tell you about riding a bucking horse, he'd like to see you put something in one of these chutes so he can get on it and show you a good bronc ride. And we try to raise our kids up that way. My little boy's 10 and he's roping and riding a pretty good horse that he can work cattle on, and nothing makes my day or makes me happier than see my 10-year-old son out here with a bunch of other boys roping and playing and chasing cattle down the pen. What this does is it gives us an opportunity to enjoy the things that we do. It gives us an opportunity to display the skills and the talent that God's blessed us with in an atmosphere that people can enjoy it, watch it, and sometimes be amazed by it. Very seldom amazed by anything I do. It's more my wrecks that amaze them. But we got some real good cowboys that come out here, and you put on a good ranch rodeo and pour down rain and somebody horse flips over on them or something. It's pretty exciting and folks love to see it. Of course, he feels like he's somebody because he's got everybody talking about him, and it does good for his self-esteem. And we just have a lot of fun down here. We Cowboy Churches across America ought to all have a pen because we ought to all be outside enjoying God's creation. I like to preach out here. I wish we could preach out here once a month, just have church in the dirt and be out here doing what cowboys do, and riding a horse or, bucking bulls or riding sheep, just whatever it is, roping or barrel racing. It's being and doing what God created us and give us the desire in our hearts to do. I think across the world, God created us. He created us. He give us the passions that we have. We just pervert them. I have a passion for good horses, little kids, and good dogs. I love them. So I try to always be doing something with one of them three. And in doing that, I try to honor God with how I do it. And that's the way most every one of these old boys and these ladies that go to these cowboy churches or that are in this culture, they like this pen because this pen provides them an opportunity to be just who God created them to be, doing what God gave them the desire to do. That's just a great part of life. And if you ain't figured out what it is that God created you for or what desires He's given you, and you don't figure out a way to use them, I think you're missing out. And I think if you don't learn that you can combine all that with a ministry, you're completely missing out. I would never be able to preach at a regular church because I'm not a regular guy. I preach at a Cowboy Church where if I get bucked off a horse in front of 800 people, they all laugh and give me fits for a month because I can't ride this bucking horse. Or, this is where I'm at, and God has showed me that right where I am is where He has me, and right who I am is who He created me to be, and with the desires that He's given me. Every guy that comes out here, anybody that competes in this pen, they hear the Word of God. There's some rank sung guns that come here. that would not step foot even in a Cowboy Church. They are not going to sit down and have me preach at them for 30 minutes. But if we let them come out here and rope or ride a horse or get on a bucking bull, we're going to give them about 15 minutes of the good Lord, because this is his property. We may feed them for free. We may even let them ride for free. It ain't about money. It ain't about buckles and fancy cars. I mean, it's just doing what we love to do. But God's providing that for us, so in turn, we make sure we tell them about God. Anytime I preach in this pen, I really preach to the men that's out there at the back of that pickup drinking beer out of that beer cooler, because they don't want to come up here, because they don't want to hear God. But I just know God's got them here, and I know he'll carry my voice straight to them. And that's what drives us to have a pen. We don't condone any alcohol on our property. On God's property, we tell them, you know what, don't be drinking, don't be cutting up. But them old boys hiding behind that pickup back there, they don't want to hear no preacher preach. Them's the ones, the reason I think we put on events is so them people will come, because they don't go to church. That's who our ministry's for. The Cowboy Church is set up to reach the unchurched. To do church in such a non-traditional way, non-traditional people will go. And that's what we do. This pen's a great part of it. This pen provides us the opportunity to preach and teach and to just love. You know, Jesus Christ loved sinners most of all. Everywhere he went, he ate with sinners, he prayed with sinners, he loved on sinners, and people griped at him because he was hanging out with sinners. Church people, righteous people. We get hammered a little bit because there'll be a few beer drinkers, a few cussers, a few sinners hanging around out here at our pen. But they're on God's property, and they feel the love of Jesus Christ while they're here. It's exciting. Every now and then you get to see a good wreck, and every now and then you might get involved. There ain't nothing. We always try to do something that everybody can do. If it's, I think last thing we did a donkey pack race where three people had to catch a donkey, put a pack saddle on him, and put a plastic 55-gallon drum on top of the pack saddle and lead him to the other end of the pen. And we had kids, women, men from all walks of life getting run over by donkeys. You might say they got, never mind, we better not say that. But it had a big time, a lot of fun, and that's the kind of stuff we try to do at Cowboy Churches in these pens, to involve people, to engage people. Most of all, we just, that's how God created us. He created us with a desire to ride good horses, have lots of fun, live a little bit on the edge, take chances. You'll see a lot of that. I invite you to find a local Cowboy Church or find a rodeo pen and go. Them people at them rodeo arenas, them people in them pens, them people putting on them play days and them kid rodeos and them events, them ropings, they're down to earth, common, hard working, fun loving. Most all of them God fearing people. Take a chance, go out and experience it. You'll probably enjoy it. Thank you. What do you say, Sam?